Hello everyone. So in today's lecture, what I'll be doing is I'll making a free flow combat component. Okay. So till now, what we have been doing is writing most of the codes inside our BP player, right? And while it is okay, but it's better if we actually have a component system made, so that way we can actually use any character as the base, and with minimalistic setup we can actually um, do all the things we want to achieve with that component itself. Okay. And also, before I begin, for patrons I had added some codes that wasn't there for the YouTube uh, viewers, so I'll just deleted that. And also, there's a bug if I'm outside the range of the enemies, and if I try to attack, I'll go to the center of the map at 000, because what happens is we are trying to move the component to after checking the best enemy, but if this best enemy is not valid, we should not actually be calling this move component to at all. Okay, so to fix that, what we should do is we should make a is valid check over here. So if it is valid, only then we set the current enemy and then we move component to. Okay. And also, we have been using the queen animation. What I'll do is I'll retarget this ABP mani, and we have the IK retargeter already from 5 to 4. So I'll just retarget using that, and this will create all these animations. What I'll do is create a new folder. I'll call this retargeted animes. I'll move those. Control rig, yeah, you would require to make that control rig later on, so I'll make that as well. For now, I'll just have this one move to the folder blueprints. Yeah, let's create a few folders over here. The first is the character, second is the animation, third is the game mode, and the last one that we'll be working on today is the component. I'll move the game mode, characters. I'll move these two animation over there. So now in animation, I have the mani. I'll put it over here, and I'll call this actually ABP. Yeah. Okay. And let's go ahead and create the component first, blueprint class, and it will be an actor component. I'll call this AC underscore mm, flow combat component. Over here, what I'll do is I will copy the current state, paste it into variables, copy it, don't cut it yet. Okay. And the current enemy, and I'll paste it. Okay. I think a better choice, instead of using states like this, I'll remove that. Okay. We don't need the enums anymore. I'll have to check if I'm using, actually, wait, don't delete them right now. in the component itself, we'll be using the gameplay tags. So these will be player state tag. Okay. And this will be gameplay tag container, because we can add multiple tags over here. So for tags, project settings, gameplay tags, and can actually write gameplay tag list, add new tags. I want this to be player states underscore idle source, right? Default gameplay tags. Okay. And yeah, what else? Okay, there we go. And add subtag. This will be combat tag. I think idle and combat is more than enough. We don't need the mm, actually, yeah, we need that. Add subtag, and this is the teleport. So we have three tags over here. Okay. So also these should be private, the current enemy, and also the state should be private. Actually, wait, we don't need the state. That's why we have the tags now. I'll delete the tags in itself. I'll have them as I'll have this as private as well. I don't want them. I don't want anyone to actually change these directly. So we'll create getters and setters. Okay. So we will set current enemy, and there we go. And we will get current enemy. We don't need the boolean, and this can be pure. And add tag to player, and mm, and we have gameplay tags. We can add gameplay tag, and the tag to add is over here, and we will call another function that will be remove tag from player, and this one will be remove gameplay tag, and we will do a return, and it will say if we have successfully removed it or not. Okay. So again, these two are private. Make sure they are private so you do not actually set them directly. So now if I add the AC FFC over here, right? I get this component. You will see that I can no longer mm, get the current enemy variable over here. I can only get the getter and the setter, and same tag. I have the add tag to player and remove tag from player. Okay. That's all I have, right? So same thing over here. So from the I will add tag. Actually, wait. There will be two. Not two, only one. Wait. So this will be only a tag, um, gameplay tag only one, not multiple, because what happens with this is uh wait, this is uh yeah, set tag and remove tag. Actually, only set tag. I mean, there's nothing to remove per se. Um, only set tag because if you set a tag over here, right? Wait, what did I do? My bad. Okay, so if I add a tag, you'll see print string. I'll do a print string for now. Get get tag name. So if I do this, you'll see something. I'll uncheck that. I'll set tag. Okay, started. So over here, I will say that it is at idle state right now. Okay. Now, when I complete it, I'll add a retriggerable delay. Now, this one will be a combat. Okay, combat. Once I have tag, it will be a combat, and after 2 seconds, it will be idle. Okay. So now, if I play, it's in combat, and after 2 seconds, it's idle. See? So it changes its state from combat to idle, and also from here we can get current tag. Mm, so again, this can be pure, and we have uh, matches tag. If this tag is equal to idle, or actually, like again, we can also check for multiple, right? So matches any tags, and this I can make a container for the tags. I can check if it is either idle or combat. So exact match, if these are the true conditions, proper conditions. Okay. If it's either, only then set it to combat. Otherwise, don't. Um, wait, let's see. Debug this one out. As you can say, it says no. So, okay, yeah. By default, yeah, it had no tag over here. It was empty. So by default, make sure it's idle. Okay. So now if I play it, so it says combat, and then after few seconds it says idle. Okay. So that is the advantages of having tags. So we don't actually have to make all this check state, set state kind of an issue. So I will actually take this code back and plug it in after. So I don't need to check the state over there. Is valid. Set state again. Over here we'll do the same thing as before. We'll set the tag to teleport, and we will set the state over here to combat. Okay. Now you'll see it goes to combat. So it's working as it should, right? I see with the mouse, I can go anywhere. Also, I'll make this to 1500 range. Okay. And for the patrons, also make sure you make it to 1500 over here as well, since we are matching this with this range over here. Okay. And once that is done, I'll go back. As you can see, I can easily do the same thing. So like uh, until and unless I complete each of the teleports, I cannot actually go to a new place, right? Because the teleport, mm, it doesn't allow me over here. So if you see this, I'll move it to the other screen. As you can see, yeah, actually the teleports are really, uh, yeah, the teleports is happening like really quick, so you can't see it over here properly, but um there are no bugs or delays over here. Like let's say I make this to 2 second, right? So yeah, um you will move between each of the targets in 2 seconds. So yeah, as you can see, like while I'm moving, I am pressing the button, but this branch doesn't actually allow me to pass through. See, yeah, since I made it to 2 seconds, and it is really slow, and it's really funny as well to see that. Okay, so I'll just make it to point 2 again. Mm, yeah. Another thing is I'm setting the enemy over here, so I'll get this find references. So there's only two places that I'm using this set enemy. So I'll get the FFCC. I will set current enemy over here. This one I can actually, yeah, get current enemy, right? And I can collapse this to a function. Get enemy location, get enemy teleport location. Okay. Now this can again be pure enemy location, enemy rotation. Okay. And the other one is get over here. Get is valid. Okay. So get current enemy. Do I is valid check. Is valid, is not valid. and obviously this one. It's valid. It's not valid. I'm gonna clear this nodes over here. Sorry about this, but it, yeah, really bothers me a bit. Yeah, okay. So I can delete this. Hopefully, I can set and current state. Okay, I can delete all of those, and let's check. Yeah, everything's working as it was before, which is good. Great, actually. And the next thing we need to do is uh, stop the movement, right? Because right now I can actually like move continuously move and rotate using the keys. So that's also another thing we should stop is we shouldn't be moving. So get current tag matches tag. Mm, so it has to match idle. If it is idle, only then exact match. Okay. Only if it is idle, only then you can move. And now we are facing one issue with this is the movement no longer works. Not the sorry, my mistake. The thing is, I think it's in the find dot product. Yeah, we are doing the last movement input, so this is no longer valid, right? So again, we need to get the IA move and vector length, vector length, and make sure it's not equal to 0. And if it is not equal to 0, then we use the keyboard. Yeah. Now, as you can see, we do not move while we are choosing the character, right? We can, but after a few seconds, once it's idle, we can move again. So obviously, this delay can be lowered with a retriggerable delay. Let's make it to 0.1. Sorry, make it to 1 second. Yeah. So even zero point 0.5, I think is good enough. It's a retriggerable delay. Yeah. So you have the time to actually choose your next target, and then yeah. This is much better. Okay, so now this is done. Now let's go to the animation uh, uh, graph. Okay, over here we have the initialize animation. Now I'll just add the animation for the combat state. Okay, so this one will be set uh, combat component, and from the character we'll get component by class, and this would be our ACF FCC, and we will promote this to a variable, and this is the Freeflow combat component reference, and we will call this, actually I'll have it to a function, collapse to a function, um, set combat component. I'll set it over here after the movement component has been set. Okay, and if it is valid, we'll do a sequence from here, and if it is not valid, we'll again try to get the component and set it. Okay, so from there, let's do a sequence, and from here the component itself will get the current enemy data. Actually, we don't need the current enemy data, my bad. um we need the tags, get current tag, and we will promote this. Okay, um and in the anim graph, under locomotion idle, we have the idle over here. Also, I'll be actually using the Lucy animations because there's executions over here that I can actually use in reference to the counters over here. They won't be perfect, but I mean, it's the best choice I have right now. Okay, and also animation sequence. I'll select all of these. I had already like wait, asset action. Um, Edit selection in property metrics. I'll open this. This way it just actually changes all of them to the mannequin because I deleted the what do you call it? The skeleton, and reference it to the UE4 mannequin that is in the character folder. Okay, so it's a simple one. Okay, now that is done. So all of them are changed. So I should have reference of them over here with Lucy. Yeah, there we go. So okay, so yeah, I don't think there's a good way to do this. So I'll just have it as states, as separate states. So okay, for Lucy, I'll go to animations, uh, back Lucy idle. Okay, there we go. And looping animation. What is this? Okay, And from here there will be add state combat now. So this state is should move, should not move, and return matches tag exact match should be idle. So that should be the two conditions for it to go back to the idle state. Okay. Now for it to return to the combat state, it should be the combat and should not move. Right. So from there, we should only check for this one. Idle to combat, meaning it should be combat exact match, and going back, it should be idle. And there's only one remaining, that is combat to run walk. And again, it's the same. Should move. Right, and combat doesn't have the animation, so white pose. So and combat uh, matches any tags. Make little tag is, it can be combat or teleport, either of the states to go over there. And the same thing, it should return matches any tags. As you can see, like, yeah, it's the character stays in the uh, uh, pose, right? And also the next thing that we should be doing is mm, the montage, right? So this video is almost, yeah, it's above 37 minutes. So I'll stop it over here, and in the next lecture I'll start with the attack montages, okay? And also I'll have to think if I want to use data assets for those or just data tables or something else as well. Will give me some time to think of it. Okay. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next lecture. And also, like I said previously, I have also started the Patreon for the free flow combat system. Okay. And if you want to show me support, you can uh, become my Patreon. It starts from $1. Okay. And the combat system Patreon specifically starts from, I think, 20 or 25. I have to check again actually. And also for Patreons, for the FIFA combat system, I'll also be uploading videos. I'll be uploading this course especially in C++ for them as well. So because a lot of people want their project to be C++ and be much more properly coded and efficient. to be honest. So yeah, for them I'll have um, the C++ video ready as well. Okay. So thank you guys, and I will see you in the next lecture.